I'm John Melia. Come from a military family, third generation military. I'm a former Marine. In 1992, I was on a Marine Corps CH-46 helicopter on a mission off the coast of Somalia. The helicopter that I was in exploded in midair, crashed into the ocean, killed 5 of my friends, injured 14 of us, and went across the world through the recovery process and ended up here at a hospital in Texas at Brooke Army Medical Center where I recovered. Went back to the Marines for a couple more years, went back to Somalia the next year and was retired in 1995 as a result of my injuries. In 2002, my family and I saw young men and women returning from Iraq and Afghanistan and decided that many of those young men and women would be going through the same experience that I did when I recovered. They wouldn't know what was in front of them in the future. They wouldn't know where they were going to go to work. And so we started a project in the basement of my house called the Wounded Warrior Project. It started with $50 and a Network Solutions website and has now grown to be the largest veterans nonprofit in America and raises about $400 million annually. Well, military personnel, first of all, don't know where to look. The biggest issue, I think, more than anything else, is they don't know where the jobs are. We help them identify where the jobs are. Secondly, there's a major issue with translating their skills, both on their side as the military candidate and then also on the employer side. So from the military side, a military officer may say, I was a logistics officer. And he's applying for a job as a project manager. Well, actually, his job in the military wasn't necessarily just a logistics officer. That was the name of his position. But his job was project management. He moved personnel and he moved equipment. He managed personnel. He managed budgets. All of those translations, all those job skills that a project manager would do, he or she actually did in the military. So they need to learn to speak the language of the job that they're looking for. They can't expect that the employer is going to understand their language. There needs to be kind of an invisible handshake between the two where they connect with each other and they're able to speak a common language. That's the role we play here. We help them do that. We talk to both the candidate and we talk to the employer. It's an education exercise. We're going to educate both sides so they understand each other well and they can speak each other's language. It's very important. First of all, rehearsals in the military are very important. When we are going to take some type of an objective, we like to rehearse for that. It's the same thing when you're looking for a job. We want to rehearse with that veteran, let them know what they need to talk about with respect to their skills, what they need to highlight, and how they can talk about it in the right language that a recruiter or a major corporation would understand.